Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's 12 o'clock here in Bend, Oregon. It's really beautiful here. It's gorgeous, and I decided to create some really good value right now for you. Thank you so much for all your messaging and sharing with us the challenges that you guys have right now, and I'd love to talk to some of them. One of the I guess the most challenges that are really it's just everybody's sharing kind of like the same thing right now in our industry is that we're not as productive as we want to be with our regular clients. Yes, we're getting a lot of new clients, and the challenge with the new clients that they're new clients, but they're not our clients. They're a little bit clients from everywhere, and it's very difficult to rebook them. So I don't know if all of you are sharing the same situation, maybe not, but we got a lot of requests for that specific topic. So I'd like to share with you a few stories, and I'm going to be actually reading some of that. So you're going to see me looking in the camera, and you're going to see me reading what I read down because I want to make sure that I don't forget a few things. So I opened Maxime, which was the first salon, in September 30th, 2001, shortly after September 11, uh, the crisis of the terror attack. I knew at that time that to create that there's going to be a big change because it's a terror attack is a huge change um, in the atmosphere. Being an Israeli, I can tell you that we shared the terror attacks very often, so I knew what we were going to get into. At the same time, anything such as a crisis will prompt into and will move us into a recession probably afterwards. So I wasn't sure if I should open a salon or not open a salon. It was our first salon that I was independent, so I decided to, no matter what, to go ahead and open it up. So I chose to do that. And it was definitely a difficult time to open. The economy, I knew that the economy is going to have a nosedive, so I didn't know what's going to happen. But I went ahead and I took the leap and then immediately worked on my space. I had no front desk, I had no receptionist, no other stylist. I completely started this whole process on my own. Now, it was double scary because of the situation. So, no matter what, whenever you open a salon or anything new, you know how scary it is to open a business. So, that actually put it on steroid. Now, I have been working in the guest services as long as I know myself. I was, you know, I, I, I was a great daughter and a mom, uh, a wife. So I'm always servicing people. I've always been, I consider myself as somebody who loves to serve other people and people pleaser myself. I was a flight attendant, a soldier, and I also created as a very successful catering business. I work as a host and I was a waitress in my life. So seriously, the amount of service that I've been given, as I can tell, that guest services is what I love doing. Now, so I knew that at that time, I knew when I opened in hard times, I knew that to serve guests is all I need to do. And I knew exactly what I needed to do in order to create a very successful business, even in crisis time, which was at 2001. Now, a few years later, 2008, we moved into, expanded to a larger location. So we had a big expansion in a new salon. And at that time, in 2000, we opened in 2006, and shortly after 2008 has shown up, and that was our big recession, one of the big recessions ever, with a down economy. And knowing, coming from crisis background, and before, I have learned a lot of what I needed to do at 2008. So one of the greatest things that happens whenever you go through crisis is that you learn how to operate in the next crisis. And being in the guest services industry, uh, I won't say that it's a bulletproof business Obviously, COVID have happened and that changed a lot, but it will teach you how next time to be bulletproof. And I want to share with you a few things about that. So once we applied into, but in 2008, the same principles that we applied in 2001, maybe a little bit different flavor, but what we have applied, our business actually during the recession times from 2008 to 2010 has multiplied and grew um, tremendously. As a matter of fact, our business has grown by 300%. So we doubled our staff and we did really, really well. But what happened was when we got hit with the economy, I knew that there were some things that I needed to change. So, what I've worked so hard in the 2006 to 2008 to grow our business and multiply it. When we got hit with the economy, I was really, really worried that I'm going to lose all of that. Being in luxury business where your tickets are really high and living in an affluent area, at one point was really good for us, but the downtown economy, that's what got hurt the most. And I was very worried that I'm going to lose all that hard work into a very competitive salons that their average tickets are much lower than where we were. So I knew I needed to do something different. So here's a few things that right here that I have on this sheet that I did that I think you can apply it for your today business. We have worked with countless of salon owners and our clients, and they apply a lot of those to their businesses today and had a great success. So first of all, like everybody we tighten up our cash flow system. As a matter of fact, we lived by a whole different cash flow system, which we call it today the profit first. The profit first, where you pay yourself first, where you have no worries with cash flow. And we completely changed that method, and that completely changed our money stories in those difficult times. Now, I reached out to and teamed out with a color company. At the time, it was Joico. And we partnered up on advertising strategy. We worked together to advertise in all the local magazines and newsletters and some of the internet social media that we had at that time. And we advertised. By doing that, I will tell you what we created. Nobody advertised at that time. As a matter of fact, most of the people pull out their advertising budget, but we increased our advertising budget because we wanted to let the world know that we are strong and we're doing great, and this is the time to come. These days, you don't have to pay so much money because you have social media. Yes, I would highly recommend to invest in sponsor ads, in Facebook, Instagram, and Google Ads, because that will bring a great vibe out there. Let the world know that you are open for serious business, and let them know that you're safe and you have fun here and you do great work. We also implemented gaming. Yes, gaming in our salon. We created a new service bar. We ask every client what is their favorite beverage, and we supply them the favorite beverage. We ask, we created a really great menu where they choose themselves what they really wanted to eat, and we serve them on that. Even in a small salon, you can create that time. Even now in COVID, where it's limited what you can offer for food, but you can have pre-packed food. So anything that pre-packed, maybe a little bit of nuts, maybe some chocolates, maybe pre-packed something that you can serve, that makes the service so much more personal and so much more incredible. Tips we did. Here's some tips right to bring. Here's some tips to bring great revenue. We picked up service, so we dissect our services, and we picked up the services that are based on 30 minutes hands-on and 45 minutes hands-on. We took those, we minimized, and that's all we did. Why? Because we wanted to create service that is the most profitable service. So whether it was color, whether it's cut, we'll learn how to do a beautiful blondes and reds in that 45 minutes. So that's what we did, because people really didn't want to stay in the salon for a very long time, which is very relevant to today. Now, we gave out free blow dries with each service. So where we before the crisis, we charged a la carte for everything. We let everybody know that with every color service, they're going to get a complimentary blowout. That was huge. Uh, letting you know that when prices are going to change, it will be a little bit harder to go back to a la carte services, but it's possible, and we'll talk about it when we get there. So we gave out, what else? We chose a new schedule of hours. So what we did, we staggered our hours. So we were more flexible of what we were, but a little bit more available with our hours, and we staggered our staff. And by doing so, what happened is we created more of flexibility for other people who had some challenges at home that they could not maybe have somebody else watch their kids, or the husband wasn't working, or vice versa. It gave them a little bit more time to come to the salon. We didn't do it for a long time because it was tough on the company, but we did allow some time just to let the people come back. When the people come back, then once they're there for a month or 2 months, then afterwards we adjusted the hours slowly. We played bingo with them. Bingo was great. That's when I meant by putting gaming in the salon. We had Twister game. We had bingo, and we also developed contests where we said whoever bring us the best apple pie will win something, or the best recipe. We created a recipe book of our own community of holiday menu. So those are the things that we did with games. Let me see what else. We chose, um, let's see what else. We served them, like I said, Starbucks coffee, appetizer, great wine bar, great tea bar. But these days you have to make sure that what we're serving is safe. Uh, this was really great. We partnered with local businesses to lower the cost of all the lower the cost in so many ways. So we partnered with other businesses, local businesses, and we featured them in our blog, and we featured them in our a monthly newsletter. So anybody who owns, let's say, a gourmet coffee shop or brewery, a local beer, or cupcakes, any local boutique, what we did is we created a photo shoot day for them, and then we interview them, and we publish their story, and we call them a community hero. By doing that, let me tell you what happened. It multiplied our new clients, okay, the clients that we actually wanted, and drove our regular clients to come back to us, and that was incredible. So every month we feature a hero in our community, and they were either maven in the community, influencer, or owned the business. That way they shared their interview with everybody. So it was great, and the staff had a great time because we did a photo shoot with the whole staff together on that. So in that capacity of today, relevant for COVID, you can do something really the same. You create such a great bond with the community. So that's kind of like what we did. One thing that I also wanted to share with you is that I created something that calls mystery rights. Mystery rights. Can you even imagine? What we did is to have a great touch points with your staff. What we did is I cleared out somebody's schedule and paid for their time, and I told them what to wear, and I picked them in my car, and we went somewhere uh, to have either a cup of coffee together, maybe a lunch. One time we did a mystery ride into the museums, and we went through a fashion exhibition, a glass exhibition. And what this did is we reconnected on a personal level with my staff. Today, you probably cannot, or maybe if you have a large staff, you cannot do it as often, but it provoked a lot of stimulation and fun anticipation for each and one of the staff member to get the same treatment. So even if you did it for the next year and you did two mystery rides a week, and I mean a month, it's phenomenal. Even if it's just half an hour, 45 minutes, I highly suggest to do it. If you cannot do it with one person, maybe you can do it with two or three people. Maybe just take a touch points and go for a great ice cream with your stuff. So we did that, and that changed a lot of things. That brought so much awareness to our salon. being up in advertising all the time, touch points with our staff, creating some fun gaming in our salon. I will tell you, it brought us to 86 retention, 85% productivity. We killed it in those years, and we crushed it in those years. Was it hard to do? Oh, yeah. It just was very hard to be on the game all the time. It was definitely a grind. Was it worth it? For sure, it was worth it. So I would love to put it out there and say, you know, if you apply a little bit of extra of those things and some of the tips, I hope this will provoke some ideas, extra ideas that works for your salon. Maybe it's not going to work for everyone, but what you want to make sure is that you really have services that have 20% margins profitability in them. If you're creating a services that there is no profitable, don't do them. Not now, not ever. Cash flow is king. People are all you got. So invest in your people, become more personal, and give them a call. We used to give each and one of our missing MIA clients a call, personal call, and send them a beautiful card at home and ask them to come back. We let them know every week what are we doing in our salon, so that provokes some interest and fun. People really want to come to your salon as long as you know that they're safe and you're there. That's all they need to know. And a few of the things that I've learned is in crisis, it's a good time to invest in the market. You know, it's the best time to invest in good markets. So get in touch with a good financial advisors that can help you with that. Know that it will all be gone soon and that it's all going to be better soon. So keep doing it, keep grinding, and don't take yourself too seriously. Enjoy what you're doing. So hopefully you got really good value in this one, and I will keep informing you with any more suggestions and ideas. And if you guys want to share anything that you're doing right now to help the community right here, it will be greatly appreciated. I will see you soon. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys. Love you.